Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
They're going to run it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back, because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
That's reeled in. It's Blackwell. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep them out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest offense has the ball for the first time. The handoff. It's Claiborne. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides the back and leaves it. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Demon Deacons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Number 38 on to kick it away.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll ride the hot hand. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Castellanos. Caught close to the marker, it's Blackwell. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
So that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
They'll go with a direct snap. Got a little space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Snagged in the middle. It's Webster. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Run in the red zone. It's Webster. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Claiborne. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quick completion on the out route. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw, nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
This time on target. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They're going to go to the air on third and short. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Mays. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive.
That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and you're at...
It's a running room. Chased out of bounds. What a big play there. They'll mark it at the 47.
This... strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice, he can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Robinson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down, as they've got a first at the 32. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Claiborne. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Smashes it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for the field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Castellanos. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him. But they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. Oh, it's out! And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll go back to the ground. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Noles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback keeps it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give is to Williams. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7th.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. looking to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Hernandez. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Demon Deacons have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Hernandez. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive. Not reckless, but aggressive. And make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vick. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Catch in the middle, it's Hernandez. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just threw that one way too far.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He wants it all. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Castellanos. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Claiborne. Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football.